Our next group has achieved what many thought was impossible. To tell you what they did and how they did it, here is the Bay of Islands Vintage Railway Trust representing the Far North District.
I'm the Mayor of the Far North District, but today I'm the guard on our journey. One of our most important little towns is Kawakawa, with a population of 1,400. With the decline of the rural economy, the town was very depressed, but about 8 years ago things began to change. The Huntertwassa toilets, a major community project and now a famous visitor attraction. Then in 2002 the Vintage Railway Trust was established to restore the historic railway to Opua. The work of volunteers and supporters has had a profound effect on Kawakawa. The town now demonstrates great community pride. Cheerful new businesses have opened. In fact, it's hard to get a parking space. A council-funded study has shown that many Kawakawa businesses get up to 30% of their business from train users. So as Mayor, I'm very supportive of the Vintage Railway and its volunteers, and the social and economic impact it has had on the district.
I'm Alison, the train driver. My job is to keep driving ahead and to take every obstacle in its way as a challenge and to be cleared off the track.
And I'm Frank, the fireman. I find the money, I shovel it in, and the crew burns through it. The crew comprises our 3 paid staff and over 400 volunteers per year who make the project possible.
Since the Trust was formed in 2002, we have been helped by volunteers from all walks of life and cultures. Many have also become regular supporters of the Gabriel Club. However, when the Trust took over, this vital bridge was declared unsafe and the whole track was in such bad shape that it was closed.
But our volunteers aren't sleepers. No, they're people of initiative and commitment, dedication and enthusiasm, and above all, passion. Passionate people power, plus the skills and experience of our paid operations manager, Mike Bradshaw, and vigorous fundraising have worked miracles.
We lease out our station building as a cafe.
We've extended the old engine shed and built a huge new carriage maintenance building.
We've restored 3 carriages and 2 open cars. Built 2 replica velocipedes in our fully equipped workshop.
We have built a good boardroom and a classroom for our trade training program. This has produced permanent employment for many of our trade training graduates.
We have installed a turntable, reconfigured all the station yard and tracks, and built a new water tower and jigger shed. Our elderly steam engine Gabriel has been completely restored to her former glory.
We have reinstated the first 6 kilometres of track and the 8 bridges to the historic settlement of Taumarere. This terminus is now restored with 2 platforms and a new return line. Initially, 4 young girls from Springbank School volunteered off their own back to clean up the station. And there are now barbecues and seating for 50 people there, which our volunteers are landscaping with native trees. And inside the old station, we have an interpretive history of the area.
Taumarere is currently the end of the journey. This trip is excellent value, cost-effective and sustainable. However, there are plenty of other steam rail trips throughout this country. Why does this particular railway restoration deserve so much energy, time and passion?
Well, this vintage railway is one of New Zealand's greatest historic taonga. It was the first railway to be built in the North Island.
Long Bridge is the oldest and longest curved wooden bridge in the world.
Kawakawa Station is registered with the Rail Heritage Trust for its huge historical value.
Gabriel is the only engine left in the world of 5 that were built in 1927.
And Kawakawa is the only town in the whole world with a railway running through the middle of a state highway.
If it weren't for the trust, all of this would have been lost to the nation forever.
However, what we're doing is more than saving a slice of history. The other aspect is our passion to raise the economic and social status of the whole region.
When we extend the line from Tamariri to Opua, there will be a major new station at Colenso Triangle. There will be a public transport depot, an iwi cultural centre. We will link into the National Cycleway, and there will be other tourist attractions. The social and economic development for the whole region will be immense.
But it takes a lot of oil to keep the wheels rolling, and the oil that keeps us rolling ahead is money. It has taken a huge amount of effort for our volunteer organisation to raise $1.6 million in just 8 years. We approached national, regional and local funders, of course. I even wrote to Bill Gates with an offer I felt he just couldn't refuse. I offered to put his name on the station in return for $1 million US. But the blighter hasn't replied yet. So every year we have 3 innovative fundraisers. 600 children do a sponsored walk along the railway track to the annual Puff and Pull Carnival in Kawakawa. Teams of children and adults compete to pull Gabriel up and down the main street. This event alone involves about 130 volunteers and gets huge community support.
For the concert on the station, performers are on the station platform and the crowd bring their own chairs to sit amongst the tracks. 25 volunteers are needed for each concert.
And then our third big annual fundraiser is the gala dinner and auction. That's also a lot of fun. On one occasion, the Honourable John Carter MP bared his all for the cause. Now that's real commitment.
So far, our volunteers have given over 5,000 hours to fundraising events and general support. Meetings and management of the Trust have taken nearly 11,000 hours. All other work on buildings, track, and actually running the train are nearly 91,000 hours over 8 years.
For the small communities of the North, ladies and gentlemen, this is volunteering on a grand scale. But then, in January of this year, we took a huge hit from Cyclone Wilma, resulting in a host of new challenges.
But with great community support and a huge effort from volunteers, we were operating in just 5 weeks. We were in business again because we enjoy a huge level of community support, skilled paid staff, creative innovation, and sheer bloody mindedness. We will maintain a huge head of steam.
We will keep driving ahead because we have the passionate people power to keep us fired up.
All aboard!